lovely young lady sitting next to me. Holla at her.
Hey you guys, it's me, Tiffani Real from the Ray Daniels Morning Show. With me, Tiffani Real and friends.
All right, Tiffani. And listen, you already see my guy. I'm gonna make sure these interviews are right behind each other. My guy Ray Daniels. All right, and Tiffani here is also part of the morning show. And if you ever open up the K-100 radio app in the morning, you know what I'm saying, in between 8 and 11, and you be like, listen, who is that be talking? Who is he guessing, interviews? It says Ray Daniels, but, you know, there are other people that are talking. So now we get a chance to actually meet some of the voices behind, you know, some of those conversations and some of those interviews. All right, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you.
All right, so first of all, we got to ask you real quick, you know, the MBE Conference, because I always want to, you know, pay homage to where we at in the venue. What do you think about this event?
You know what? It's very informative, and I wish a lot more artists were here because it's a lot of information that they need to know. A lot of times, artists focus on the music part, but they don't focus on the business.
Yeah.
And there's so much information that was shared between yesterday and today, and I'm glad that I came.
Absolutely. Did you learn anything? I know you're not an artist, but I'm staying still. Did you learn anything that you was like, wow, I needed to hear that myself?
Well, as a radio host, you know, we're always meeting artists.
Right.
So by us getting this information, it helps us to help the other people, because with the Ray Daniels Morning Show, with me and our friends, which we have entertainment lawyers, we have business representatives, we even have a pastor, our goal is to educate everybody that walks through the door.
Right. So now you got some real information that you know what you're talking about, even when and maybe you can help one of your guests out. You're like, listen, you're about to make a mistake. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Just chill for a minute. Like, listen to me.
Right.
It's good to be knowledgeable of all aspects of the game whenever you're in the entertainment industry.
And that's the thing, even if you know a little bit.
Right.
Like they gave tips, words you should look for in a contract that mean forever. So if you're looking, even if you can't pronounce the word or whatever, if you you can write it down, look it up, and you see that, then you can question it and talk to an attorney or somebody else. So, you know, the information is, you know, knowledge is key.
All right.
Knowledge is power.
So how did you meet Ray, and how did you get, you know, connected with Radio Connect, and how did you get into the actual business?
So 3 years ago, Ray saw me on Facebook. I was doing live videos. Now, I'm a published author in my own right. I've done podcasts, internet radio, blah, blah, blah. So he saw me 3 years ago, and he was like, you got a great radio voice. You should be
You really
on the
do.
radio.
I'm listening to you while you're talking. I'm like, it's I've heard you already on the on the show, listening to the show on the app and everything, but it's like we never really met. But it sounds even better when you say, some people you feel like they don't really sound like that for real, but
right?
Like you actually really do sound like that, and
right?
Like, that's your regular tone of voice.
That's my voice.
Yeah, you don't got a radio voice. That's just how you sound.
And I hated it all of my life. And he came to me 3 years ago. He was like, "You got a great radio voice. You need to be on the radio." And I was like, this dude is crazy, and I'm like, I'm not a stalker type, I'm not a groupie type of woman. So he's like, I'm Ray Daniels, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't care who you are. So it's been a 3-year journey.
Right.
Like, we actually met 2 years ago, and I didn't like him. So
that makes sense.
So I really didn't. I really didn't.
A lot of people don't like Ray.
Right.
A lot of people don't like Ray.
So about 2 months ago, he hit me up. He said, listen, I got this morning show. All you got to do is a segment. Mm-hmm. Just come on. I did a segment Monday. I did a segment Tuesday. Wednesday, I became a co-host. Thursday, I became the show producer. And everybody else was gone. And it was me and him. And we've been rocking ever since. And, our chemistry is great. And we're just growing. We're getting added on to different radio programs every other day. It seems like somebody's coming to us. So
right.
It's really been a blessing in disguise.
That's what's up. Well, again, it's good to meet you. Let everybody know where they can find you yourself. Like, I know you can find it. We already said Ray Daniels Morning Show, Radio Connect, and all that. But I know you got your own personal space, and tell us about that.
Right. So you can go to Facebook and look up Tiffani Real. It's Tiffani. Y is not me. Real. And you can go on Instagram, and it's Tiffani Real CEO.
All right, Tiffani Real is in the building. We are live at the MBE Conference. Again, you can catch her over there on the Radio Connect app, also on the K-100 radio app, or on the Ray Daniels morning shows, 8 to 11 a.m. in the morning. That's when it comes on K-100 radio. So if you open up our app in between those hours, you'll be able to hear the syndication of their show on K-100 radio. All right, Tiffani Real, it's good to meet you.
Good to meet you as well.
I'll run into you again, obviously, of course.
Yes,
all right?
and thank you so much.
You know what it is. This is K-100 radio.
K-100 Radio.